How's it going, folks? Folksettes, whatever the hell you want to be called. It's me, Kane. And welcome to the video, my man, my dude. I don't know what the fuck you are, to be honest, but welcome to the video. Today we're doing GTA on the top 3 worst GTA Online DLCs. Now, why is it free? There are only 3 DLCs that could pop into my head to make me think that these DLCs are fucking horrendous. They're like the sin against humanity, you know. However, I am going to put an honorable mention on here, and we'll do it right now. We'll not mention the shit right now. We're just going to do the honorable mention right here, right now. So the honorable mention is no story mode DLC. How is that a worse DLC? Well, we were promised story mode DLC in 2013. We were. There was a Rockstar Newswire and everything. It was just after Beach Bum first came out. It was. And Rockstar basically said, hey, you got Beach Bumming online. This is just to hold you off while you wait for online heists. But also, keep on the lookout because Franklin, Trevor, Michael, and the gang will return with some more wacky, crazy adventures and doing some more crazy shit, you know. They basically promised that in the Newswire, but alas, we never saw the DLCs. And so story mode died as a result. So that's our honorable mention. That's the only honorable mention we're getting today. Because trust me, we got a lot of shit to say about these DLCs. However, let's just get to number 3 before I ramble on any longer. Because it's gonna be it's gonna be a long one. That's all I gotta say. Going in at number 3, we have Gunrunning from June 2017's. And this DLC basically, right? Gunrunning is a reskin of Bikers. That's basically what it is. They advertised it as something far bigger than Bikers, or import-export, or cargo warehouses, or even fucking heists. But alas, it's just the Bikers business reskinned. Now, I know a lot of people love this business, and that's a good thing. If you love the gunrunning business, all power to you. I'm not trying to shit in your bread, you know. But I don't hate the business. I'm on your side. I love the business as much as anyone. However, what I am not a fan of is the damage it did to free mode. Now, at the time, we had, you know, a minor DLC. For instance, Special Vehicle Circuit, Part 1. Because technically there's 2 parts for Special Vehicle Circuit. If I'm going to talk about that, I'll be rambling all along today. But basically, after coming off a semi-okay update, not the best update, one as good as the last DLC, like import-export, but was still good DLC to hold us the time, people were like, alright, so this is the last DLC, Gunrunning is, and then we get RDI 2. Nope, RDI 2's delayed, and then we're stuck with this DLC. Now, first of all, like I said earlier, the business is fantastic. It's basically Bikers, but you make a little bit more pennies, you know. A little bit more, you know, pennies in the bank. But, you know, there is one thing that caused a lot of trouble for this DLC. That is the specialist rounds. The Mark II weapons. The Oppressor motorcycle. Now, I'm going to say this. The Oppressor, it's a very bad vehicle. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, we now know all the counters to it. But at the time, it was horrible. It was the worst vehicle in the game. Everyone hated it. Like, hell, whenever I was in a public session, June 2017, parts of July as well, right? I saw nothing but people in passive mode. Every fucking time I joined a session, okay? Every time I joined a session, it was always people in passive mode. Now, I was like, what's going on? What's happening here? You know, why is everyone in passive? And then you see there's like a load of people in APCs, tanks. Well, the Rhino tank at the time. The Oppressor, they're in all the weaponized vehicles that came out in this DLC, and ugh, it was a nightmare. This DLC was. It was madness. It was bonkers. It was crazy. Now, let me just say this: Gunrunning, it did a lot of damage to free mode, But however, one thing we can give it credit for is that it added in a counter to hydrojets. But the thing is, you have to be fucking Lee Harvey Oswald, and you gotta aim for the right president, basically. Edgy joke aside, you gotta be very, very focused when you're using the heavy sniper Mark II with explosive rounds. Because if you miss your shot at a jet, it might be your last. Now, another thing with this DLC that a lot of people don't like this DLC for is that it gave birth to the tryhards in GT Online. Now, let me explain this. If you are a tryhard and you're watching my video and if you're one of them tryhards that at least handle criticism or understand people that they might be a big fan of them, good for you. All the power to you. And I'm not on about you tryhards. I'm on about the tryhards that boast about their KD, they boast about their kills and all that shit. I'm not going on about the tryhards that just play, just get to play a bit, get some kills and all that. But this DLC is what gave birth to what people like to call the toxic versions of the tryhard. It's a really difficult debate, who's a toxic tryhard and who's a normal tryhard and all that. But it's just crazy. Gunrunning. I don't like Gunrunning. Plain and simple. I don't like the damage it did to free mode, but it didn't do as much damage comparing to the other two DLCs that are on this list. And ooh, have I got a bone to pick with some of these DLCs? I'm already excited. I'm already shaking. Ooh, I'm so excited. But yeah, Gunrunning's number 3. It's not the worst, but it's not the best, right? There are DLCs that have done more damage than this DLC, which we'll get onto shortly. And yeah, that's number 3. Let's get to number 2. Alright. Coming in at number 2, we have Smugglers Run. And I'm sorry for this, Riley. I know you love Smugglers Run with your heart, or your heart's desire. But alas, I don't. I do not like this DLC whatsoever. Now, let me explain. I like what they did in this DLC with some of the things, like, for example, you finally can own a property where you can, store your aircrafts and all that. You can finally go to Fort Zancudo without any trouble. But obviously, if you cause any trouble in the base, they'll come after you. But I don't like the business. Some of the features the planes have, some of the prices they have, and some would arguably even say that this DLC started the Great Price Purge. And oh, trust me, people would deny that the Dripocalypse or even the Price Purge happens. People will just say, oh, it's just a little bit expensive. They'll just say, oh, it's just like 2 million, it's not that much. Bullshit. They know that we want to buy those planes. They make it ridiculously expensive, and the only way we can do it if we have a fucking hangar and do the missions to try and get a discount price. That's the reason why they are so expensive. Now, one thing I can give them credit for is that Smugglers Run, you finally can store personal aircrafts. And it's really good if you want to, store a jet like Hydra, or a Pyro, or a Buzzard, a Cooler, and all that. It's really good if you want to store some aircraft, You can buy them off the website, and then boom, you get to keep them for, until you sell them, or return them to storage. You still get to keep, have the memories in your brain of them, I guess, which is probably maybe worse, maybe better. I don't know. Probably worse, to be honest. But so let me explain why I don't like Smugglers Run. Okay. Now, there is the air crate business, which some people will say is special cargo done right. My response to that kind of claim is, how is it? I get you're saying it is done right, but how is it done right? You're just doing dogfights and all that, and I understand it is made for people that are good at piloting. But I'd like to say I'm the best at piloting, but I'm just saying this, okay? Not everyone that will buy this business are the best at flying. And I understand this game's 5 years old. You should be at least somewhat decent at flying by now. But alas, there are still people that aren't that good. But so let me explain another thing I don't like about this DLC. The business. The business has the most unforgiving AI for NPCs in any of the businesses. Hell, it makes the fucking convoy setup for Pacific Standard. It makes the fucking Savage in that setup look like a cakewalk. You know? And I like a little bit of challenge, trust me. I've done all 4 Criminal Mastermind challenges. But there is I've said this numerous times, there's a fine line between challenging, having a little bit more of extra challenge on the plate, and then there's fucking impossible. Half of these supply runs with this business is impossible, man. Like, you only get 20 minutes, first of all. I understand. Some people a lot of people get these supply runs done. Like, I'm saying this, if someone's not that good, they're fucked, you know? They're done. They're gone. They're donezo. It's a shame. It's an absolute shame. It upsets me, you know? And I still remember when this business first came out on the day it came out, right? I remember how people were like, hey, yeah, this is a great business, you know? This is gonna rival heists. It's just like with Gunrunning. It's just a reskin of an old business, but with new shit in it, you know? And one thing I might also say is that another good thing about these businesses, Gunrunning, Bunker, and Smugglers Run Hangar, is that you get to do it as a VIP CEO or MC. Doesn't matter which one out of the 3 you are, as long as you're one of them 3, you get to do it. Now, another good thing about this business is that you can destroy the vehicle you can get, unless it's in the supply runs. As long as they ain't the delivery vehicle, you can destroy the supply run vehicles that has crates inside, and you can deliver them to the hangar. But still, why is this business so unforgiving? Like, all you get is, unless it's double money, I'd recommend doing this business when it's double money, by the way. But this business, unless it's double money, it's not worth doing at all. I'd recommend only doing it if it's double money. All you make is 800k, and that's fuck all for GTA now. That's like one car, you know. That's one supercar. It's sickening that is one of the businesses, you know. That's like the main best bit of money you can get from this business if you have all 50 crates. Only 850k. And also, Ron takes 2% of your money. I know it's only 2%, but still, come on, dude. We busted our asses, you know, working our heart out. You know, we were, you know, doing all the deliveries, promoting the business, getting the crates and all that, you know, risking our lives, getting griefed by tryhards, the AI, the griefers and all that. And did you take a bit of our money at the end of the sale? Come on, dog. Come on. It's not cool. It's not cool at all. And yeah, most people know I don't like Smugglers Run, mainly because of shit like the laser. Because like the laser is 6.5 million and it's a Pegasus vehicle, absolutely unreasonable, you know. But I just don't know. This update isn't as bad as what number 1 is, trust me. And I know people are gonna say, Karen, I like this DLC. I like that DLC, and that's your opinion. I respect your opinion. You know, you're allowed to, you know, debate amongst yourselves. You know, saying, well, you like this business or you like this DLC and all that. I don't like these 2 DLCs so far. However, they're like, you know, small misdemeanors, you know, to what number 1 is. Because number 1, right, fucking hit home to me. It pissed me off more times than my family has ever pissed me off in my 16 years of life. And that's a task to do. Trust me, that's a fucking task to do. I hate the next DLC with a passion, but trust me, Smugglers Run, you got off lightly this time. But trust me, I'm gonna go no chill on number 1. I don't care if anyone complains about my opinion on number 1. It's my fucking opinion. And here is number 1. I don't care. Number 1, we're getting into it right this fucking second, because I just can't fucking wait anymore. I really just want to talk about it right now. Come on. Just want to do it now. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Yeah. Oh. I've waited a fucking long time for this DLC to be in my rant. And the grasp of my hands to do a rant on. I've waited so fucking long. I don't care who fucking comes into my room. I will fucking slaughter them if anyone comes into my room. I'm being serious. I've waited so fucking long to rant about this DLC. Alright. Number 1. The Doomsday Heist. Now, I'm gonna say this. I don't care if anyone gives me shit in the comments. I don't care if I get dislike spammed. I do not give a single fuck. I hate this DLC. More than anything in this game, I hate this DLC with a burning fucking passion. Right? Let me explain. So, let me explain my origins to this DLC's hatred, okay? Most people wonder, Karen, why do you hate this DLC so much? Why do you hate it so much? It's the best DLC ever. It gave us more highs, so why are you hating on the Doomsday High? Let me explain, okay? So my origins for this hatred began after its release, but let me explain why I hate it so much. So, everyone knows, my favorite DLC of all time is the Heist update from 2015. Probably the best DLC in the entire GTA Online updates that has ever been released. Mainly because it completed GTA Online. It's what GTA Online should have been at the beginning. And it gave you so much, choices. It allowed you to be what you want to do, if you're robbing a bank, get to choose whether you do it loud, and get all of the noose on you in Pacific Standard and have a bloodbath, or you do it the smart way and just get normal cops on you. Stuff like that was really fun because it's like a choice, Do you want to go on a bloody path, or do you want to go on a lighter path but only kill a few cops, But for this DLC, when the trailer first came out, when I first saw the trailer, and I think I was at a bus stop when I first watched the trailer for this DLC. I was just hanging out with some friends in real life. We just finished school. We had that following day, and I was when I saw that Rockstar uploaded the trailer video, I was like, "Ooh, new DLC, nice." I wonder what the DLC is gonna be, because at the time, people were all saying, Hipsters Part 2 confirmed! Hipsters coming soon! Oh no, Hipsters Part 2's on the way! We're gonna get Hipsters, guys! Woohoo! I was on the edge. I thought that Heist Part 2 was on the horizon. Now, people said I was an idiot for saying this. Trust me, I want to be an idiot. I don't care if anyone calls me an idiot. I want to be known as an idiot now for saying that Heist Part 2 was coming. Because this is not the Heist Part 2 I wanted. No, this is far off the Heist Part 2 I ever wanted, okay? So, back to the story. I'm at the bus stop, right? I'm watching the trailer. And, well, I haven't watched the trailer. I saw the notification. And I read it, and it says, GTA Online, the Doomsday Heist trailer. And when I see Heist, I fucking flipped out. I was like, I was like one of them little, them schoolgirls that are like, oh my god, OMG, OMG, OMG. Like, I was having a fanboy, I was having a fangasm, I was going crazy I was. I was like just saying yes in the middle of the streets, you know. And people looked at me like, who the fuck's this weirdo? Oh man, it was crazy. And we watched the trailer, and I'm like, ooh, look at all this. And we only saw military stuff, and I was like, I mean, unless we're staging some sort of terrorist attack, I'd understand why we have the military stuff and where it's all militarized and shit. But I don't know. I don't know, actually. Now, I was partly right on staging a terrorist attack, because you do stage a terrorist attack in Act 1. Well, I think you're staging it. I'm not sure whether you're stopping a terrorist attack or you're staging the terrorist attack. But point is, there's a terrorist attack in Act 1, where, you know, you're working with Avon, Hertz, Clifford, Lester, and all that, and you're basically trying to help the IAA, you know, escape a bloodbath from presumably Merryweather. A lot of people think it's Merryweather that you're fighting against in Act 1 at the end of it, and I think it is Merryweather too, because they look the same. It couldn't be Russians. People claim it's the Russians, but the Russians are more unique, and if you even see in the gameplay, you'll see in the gameplay the Russians are wearing, you know, a ski mask and a blue and white uniform, so it can't be the Russians. Now, in Act 2, we're basically trying to stop this multinational terrorist organize, you know, this Russian, okay, called Bogdan. And if you see gameplay for right now, we're doing the Bogdan Heist, which is the second in the Doomsday Heist, right? And it's fairly okay, you know. The plot twist of Avon and Clifford being the bad guys, I know, I spoilt it. This fucking DLC is like nearly a year old, so anyway, so you shouldn't be fucking whining about spoilers. You should have at least played it by now. But the plot twist at launch really surprised me, because I thought it was just going to be Clifford doing the portrayal. It would make more sense if it was just Clifford, but then if you wanted Avon to do it too, that's cool. You know, more enemies the better. And now after we did Act 2, you know, we had a few rough edges on Act 1. Specifically, like, you know, some of the prep jobs. I hate prep jobs, by the way. You have to do them in public sessions only. What else is there? There's the setups. Example being the Akula setup is very stressful. Avenger is the worst setup in the entire game. I don't care what anyone says. It's horrible. It's evil! And it's just annoying, okay? And after you get off, like, you know, such a crazy, dramatic part of the Bogdan Heist where, you know, you're stopping a presumed Russian terrorist called Bogdan, and you get the plot twist of Clifford and Avon betraying you, I'm ready for an interesting finale, you know? I want to see guns and blazing shit. I want to see Avon and Clifford get their fucking ass handed to them, you know? But, no. The setups for Act 3 are arguably the most painful and stressful experiences I've experienced in my life. Okay? It is annoying. Okay? Let me run up some of the setups, okay? And I want you to tell me if they are fun. And I'm not gonna address I'm gonna just address the setup Rescue Agent 14 as a main example. They're invisible juggernauts. The only way to kill them is you aim for the head, which most of the time you do try and do, but most of the time you'll be aiming for the body, along with using explosives. And another thing as well is the finale. The finale is really fucking annoying. It's almost as annoying as my fucking family, okay? And I'm just gonna say this, okay? Act 3 is a fucking nightmare. I don't care what you say. I don't care if you've done Act 3 in like 20 minutes. I do not give two fucks and half a shit. it's annoying. It's unbalanced. It's a nightmare. All it is spawn kill after spawn kill after spawn kill. Even when you fucking aim for their head, it's a spawn kill, spawn kill. You just fucking die every time. And every time you think you're getting closer to a checkpoint, you're sent back to the fucking beginning you are. And it's an endless cycle over and over again. And then when you get to free mode, free mode, you're fucked in free mode now. Now, everyone remembers GTA Vice City. There was a lovely, lovely car called the Deluxo, based off of the DeLorean, obviously from the Back to the Future series. Now, I know a lot of people that like the Deluxo, mainly my friend GB. He only likes using it just to drive around and have a goof and a gaff in. But riddle me this: why is a fucking normal everyday car have hover capabilities in a Grand Theft Auto game with missiles and bullets and all that? Now, I just want you to answer me, okay? Why is that the case? Is it fun? Is it cool? Is it edgy? Is it brand new? Well, it's obviously brand new, but is it cool for the people to play? I know people are gonna, we're gonna have the argument of saying if they remove the hover capability and just, made it the normal vehicle, like a normal car, there'd be people that would whine and complain saying, oh, where's the hover capabilities? Oh, where is it? Where is it? And obviously, in free mode, if they do keep the hover capability, we still have the people saying, oh, where's the normal car capability like in the prep job? Oh! It's a shame, It's an absolute shame. I remember a GTA time where you're just a gangbanger, You're popping pills and all that, you're killing people, kidnapping people, you're doing crazy shit in the hood, You're doing illegal heists, for fuck's sake. Now, I want to ask you a question, okay? And I want you in the comments down below to answer me the question. Does a fucking Chinese satellite with a laser that can fucking annihilate you in a second, does that have anything to do with Grand Theft Auto? I want you to give your opinions in the comments down below. But my personal opinion is no! No whatsoever. It does exactly not have anything to do with GTA Online. I mean, right, let me explain. If I'm playing GTA Online, I want to be playing a game about being a fucking criminal and not some wannabe fucking revolutionary follower trying to take down a corrupt government or some shit. This is not the fucking Russian Revolution of 1917. Okay? This is Grand Theft Auto. You're a criminal. You're driving cars. You're doing illegal drug sales. You're robbing banks and all that. You're not trying to save the world. That has nothing to do with GTA. I mean, you may try and stop a threat that could hold, shit to your life, like blackmail or some shit, but that I don't see the connections of trying to be a superhero or a good guy in a Grand Theft Auto game. Maybe if you're a character that's trying to redeem himself, but still, even characters like Michael or Franklin or Trevor, even if they get their good endings in, Death Wish, and all of them live, they're still criminals, they're still robbing people, they're still killing people, they're still stealing cars and all that. It's not as bad, but they're still doing illegal shit, And another thing, okay? The autocannon, you have to pay $900,000 for in the facility, and you have to pay $500k for a normal shot, $750k for an auto aim shot, and I'm just dumb. Doomsday is by far the worst DLC for the damage it did to free mode. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care if they're like, the orbital cannon's perfectly fine. You're a noob. Lol. Just say it. Say it if you want. You're allowed to. I'm not going to stop you. But I want you to explain how I'm a noob if I'm complaining about a thing that shouldn't even be in the fucking game to begin with. This has nothing to do with Grand Theft Auto. If you fuckers actually played the GTA series and understand it's just about being a criminal, you would know that this isn't anything to do with a GTA game. You know? I'm not gonna be in charge of a fucking Chinese satellite created by Chairman Mao to nuke a fucking little small area. You know? That's not Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto is about being a criminal, robbing people, shooting people, kidnapping people, murdering people, you know, robbing banks, stealing cars and all that, selling drugs, doing drugs. It's not about this. It's not about being a hero. It's not about stopping a crazed billionaire with a pet robot from destroying humanity itself, you know? It's not about that. It's about being a criminal. And this DLC made me nearly close to quitting this game, might I add. But if it wasn't for some of the drip feed vehicles and Festive Surprise 2017 being so awesome, I probably wouldn't be on this game anymore. Trust me, I wouldn't be here. I hate the Doomsday Heist with a burning passion. I know people will be like, Kane, stop hating on Doomsday. I'm like, it's my opinion. If you don't like it, respect it, you know. I'll respect yours if you can respect mine. Anyway, now I've calmed down for a bit. If you guys want to, you know, you can like the video. And if you didn't like the video, go dislike the video as well. I really just want your honest opinion. My Instagram is its_Kane, same with my Snapchat. My Discord is Kane191593, I think it is. I'll put it in the description, I will. If you want to subscribe, feel free to. I'm not going to force you. It's really if you really want to subscribe. And yeah, that's the video. Coming up next will probably be an opinion video on GTA Online, because oh boy, that's like, this video is like a teaser almost. Anyway guys, hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video I do next.